So I came to Shekinah British International School, right, for the summer camp because I heard that it's the best private school in the Southeast. And when I came for the summer camp, I said, you know what? I have gone around the school, I have seen the facilities, and I've been very impressed. But I really wanted to speak with the principal of the school because I feel like he's going to give me an insight to some of the things that maybe I have not been able to capture in my, tour around this school. And he would also further give me more reasons why they are calling themselves, or why people, because it's not just about them. I've heard their news. So why are people saying that you guys are like the best school in the Southeast? I want to know. Bragging about how you have students, international students from over 40 countries, that their parents have been able to send the children down to Nigeria to come down to the Southeast to school. That's amazing. So I want to know, what is it that you guys do differently?
Thank you, Lolo Mbakara.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us. Now, Shekinah British International School is not just one of the best schools in Southeast, but one of the best schools in the country. And we pride ourselves with the products from this school. Currently, more than 80% of our products are on first class.
Wow.
In Nigerian universities and also in universities abroad. Now, what do we do? In this school, we have a lot of faculties that are being manned by professionals. We don't employ people that are below the qualifications that are expected for teachers to have. Teachers in this school are well trained. We go for retreats, and in these retreats, we ensure that the right stuff is given to these teachers. You cannot give what you do not have. Exactly. So therefore, we ensure that our teachers and staff members are well trained by professionals, both locally and international professionals. And we also allow our staff members to go outside the country to get skills that are necessary for ensuring that the potential of the students are well enhanced. Now, I will also tell you that there are things we do here that most schools don't do.
That is where I'm coming. This is where I'm coming to, because you know what? We are getting into a very new session for school. September is by the corner, and I know that there are a lot of parents that are wondering, where should I take my child to? I want maybe to change their school to somewhere better, or they are starting the secondary school journey. Where can I trust to put my children? So I feel like a lot of parents will be very interested in hearing these parts now.
Okay, before I dive into the parts where things we do that most schools don't do, I would love to tell you that parents bring their words into school, basically to get learning character. If you are able to make a child to learn and also the child to behave, have the right attitude, I believe most parents will bring their words to your school.
True.
But let me tell you, here at Shekinah British International School, it is a school that is well structured, well planned. We have our entrepreneurship schools. These entrepreneurship schools are not just manned by the staff members or the teachers. We've gone out to source for highly qualified professionals in different fields, both locally and internationally, to ensure that these students have skills they can actually use after their secondary school. We know that in the country we have ourselves now, people finish school and not be able to secure jobs. So we are bringing up breeds of students that will be able to create jobs and not join in the menace that we have in our society. So here at Shekinah British International School, we have over 10 entrepreneurship skills. Let me mention a few.
Please do.
We have robotics and Arduino. Now we have advanced programming. We have the catering. So students can actually come here and then they are qualified chefs. Now we also have the School of Fashion and Designing, where students come and they are able to make dresses, including the type I know you love to wear. We also have the School of Music. We have the School of Dance. We also have a football academy here.
I saw, and
Yes.
also a basketball academy.
Yes.
With foreign affiliation.
Yes.
That's
yes.
mad.
And let me shock you that 3 of our students have been picked to go for the under 17 national camp, and we hope they will succeed.
Wow.
Try to change the narrative in education. We do our own national curriculum, but we also try to fuse in other curricula, such as the Japanese curriculum, the British curriculum, the US, because if you look at this curricula, you will observe that they all have their own strengths and weaknesses. So we try to bring in the strength from these curricula so that our students can be global citizens. Now, a bit of the British curriculum helps our students to know how to practically do things, because a lot of our own curriculum has theories, but the British curriculum helps our students to apply whatever they have learned. Then a bit of the Japanese curriculum helps our children with hands-on practical. And I also want to let you know that we have the Shekinah radio. One of the
I've been there. I went to the radio station and I'm very, very impressed. I feel like that is such a great thing to do to children, where you give them an opportunity to just express themselves, find their hidden talents. If I was in Shekinah British, I feel like I would have dabbled into
the broadcasting.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
was really good with it throughout my secondary school, holiday camp. It was something I was really, really loving, and but at some point.
So it's one of our entrepreneurial skills that the students also get, School of Mass Communication and Broadcasting. So that's why I said we have some things that you may not see in other secondary schools. And currently we are working assiduously to ensure that we secure the partnership with Cisco, so that our students will have tech skills from year 7, that's from JS1. Before you leave the school, you already have international certifications that you can use to secure tech jobs, both remotely and outside the country. So currently we are working to secure partnership with Cisco. We are working to secure partnership with AWS and also with another Japanese company, so that our students, before they leave school, they will be able to have skills that will enable them employ others and not just go about seeking for jobs.
Employment.
And then when you come to our academic performance in the school, people ask, why is it that your students always pass these examinations and it's like a piece of cake to them? And this is also because of the curricula that we have mixed together. Since we are running a cross curricula, so students are able to see different topics from different concepts. So you could have a topic and then you're seeing it from the Nigerian concept, you're seeing it from the British concept, you're also seeing it from the Japanese concept. Yes, you got it, from the Japanese concept. So before a child is able to see these topics from different concepts, the child will have the knowledge to answer questions no matter where they are coming from. So that is why when our students come across questions either from their WASC, their NACO, their IGCSE, SAT, IELTS, TOEFL, it's usually very easy for them to answer these questions. And currently, our students are doing very well in all subjects. And I must tell you, there is something unique about our school. When it comes to admissions, because I heard you ask about admission the last time. When it comes to admission, yes, we've got our own criteria. And basically, for me as the principal, I look at 3 things before admitting a child. 1, the child's academic ability, the child's maturity, and then the child's age.
So from what age do you accept children?
Now, when I mention these 3 things, so if a child is able to pass 2 out of 3, then you'll be admitted. You might have a child who is up to the age to enter the secondary school,
But it's not matured.
But it's not
Or
mature enough.
academically sound.
Or academically sound.
We'll now throw you away because you cannot come and spoil our record.
No. So you see, if you have 1/3, it might not be enough for you to come into the school. So if you have just age, it's not enough. If you have just academic ability, it's not enough. If you have just the physical maturity, it's not also enough. So, but if you're able to get two, like you have the age and you have the academic ability, that's fine. If you have the age and you have the maturity and you're a bit low in terms of academic performance, then we also have what we call the curriculum support, because close to 50% of our students are from outside Nigeria.
Oh,
yes.
So they need that help because they don't really know how. Yeah.
Yes. So we call it curriculum support because when you give them your entrance exam, they might not impress you as regards their score.
Because that's not what they are used to.
Yes. And then if you're good in the system, you should know, you shouldn't judge them with the score they present. Now, just like a certain man said, you don't judge different things with a certain set of assessment. You don't judge a monkey and an elephant by climbing the tree because it's not a good test.
Yes.
Some of the kids coming from outside the country, they have their curriculum. And our kids here, also we have ours. When you assess a child from US and a child from Nigeria, if they have the same score, then the child from US is definitely going to perform better than the child from Nigeria because the child from Nigeria has been working with the curriculum. And then you ask questions from that curriculum and the child is scoring below or at par with the child from US. Now, that is why we have the curriculum support. So the curriculum support helps our international students to come up academically.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much, sir. So I know and I believe that every parent that is seeing us right now and watching this is going to be able to have that assurance and that confidence that they can trust their child or their children in the hands of Shekinah British, because of course, all round excellence. I mean, I must commend you people. You guys are doing an amazing job here. I went around the facility. I've gone to your sports facility, the hostel area, the kitchen, and I'm just amazed. Did you see Yupu's powerhouse?
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank
wow.
you. Thank you.
Really amazing. So I feel like I can trust my child. I can trust my child.
Yes,
to
and
come to this
I
home.
also want to allay your fears when it comes to bullying, because that's one of the major, things that will make our parents not to bring their wards to a boarding school. You see, here at Shekinah British International School, I must tell you, we have zero tolerance to bullying, especially physical bullying. It's almost zero here. A child in the final class, it's difficult to find that child bully a child in year 7. And this is because of the structure we also have in school. Their programs are being structured in such a way that they do not meet
themselves.
Yes. In the hostel, they do not meet themselves. In the sports arena,
and I also realized that in the refectory, they also don't meet themselves. They don't eat at the same time.
Yes.
I feel like that was very, very wise.
So it's difficult to have a child, suffer that stuff because it can actually cause trauma and make that child to decline in academics, in social interaction, and also in the normal growth, because the child might actually stop eating.
Because I feel like this is actually a very important part, the part of bullying, because I, for one, I despised secondary school because of this issue. It made me, get very, I developed phobia. I didn't like to go to school. I wanted to stay away because of this.
Bullying.
So I made up my mind that I would never send my child to a boarding school because of the stress that I had to go through. So hearing that there is a way that it has been structured to make sure that children do not get to feel that way, and that there is a zero tolerance to that kind of action.
Yes, and that's why a lot of the parents have this confidence in us, For a parent to stay in US or Canada, UK, Australia, different countries in the US and also in Europe, and send their words here without having this fear of that child to suffer any form of physical attack or abuse. It's a big plus for us.
It is
And
indeed.
then I must tell you that another unique thing about our school is this: no child is left behind. We have this as one of our themes. No child is left behind. When you check our UTME result, you would observe that apart from having the very high flyers, scoring above 300, a lot of our students every year score above 300. You also have so many of them between 280 and 300. So you don't have our students counted among
The
the failures.
Ah.
Like the last UTME result is actually not good. That's in terms of the national statistics. But when you check our school performance, you will observe that most of our students are scoring the least one. The ones that are not performing well might be, getting towards 250. And then the top ones are now scoring above 300. And that's because of that no child is left behind. We want to ensure that as long as a child is here, as long as a child has been offered admission, that child deserves to be the best. And that's why our motto is shining the light in you.
Shining the light in you. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, sir. It was very insightful speaking with you, and the confidence and the rest of mind that I'm sure every parent will get after watching this video is going to be worth it. Thank you so much. And like I said before, I'm impressed and you guys are doing well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you once
Thank
again,
you.
sir.
We are happy to have you in our school.